What is up, gamers? It is Marco, and today we're going to be discussing Reality Awaits by The Strokes. Alright, so, my qualifications for this is I got stoned, and then I started taking notes literally, and put the video. Reality Awaits. Let's get back to it. So, let me see what I write. Okay, let's talk about the cover. I kind of like the whole kind of thing with this cowboy and Reality Awaits. It kind of gives me the impression of, like the dying age of a generation or some shit. Like, I'm thinking of like No Country for Old Men, Red Dead Redemption 2. I don't know if the story's kind of the same in the first one, but in the second one you see that and I'm wearing glasses. That adds to my credibility. If you see my other videos, I don't, I'm trying to look extra smart here, so maybe like some Fantano, that motherfucker gets a shout out. So come on, The Strokes, start stroking me off too. The fuck, I'm already stroking my shit too. Whatever. Psycho shit. It was alright. A lot of the Strokes, it took me a long time to get into the Strokes, but there's always like one song from like each album I liked, and that's the seed they plant in your brain, and then you kind of start, if you like exploring more shit, you'll start exploring the whole albums and shit, and their music really grows on you. Like, they have a whole story. It puts you in a mood, and that's what I like with this cowboy and this lone wanderer kind of effect you see in Going Shopping, the music video. They even have that fucking Fallout guy with words instead of clothes, who's a cowboy in Fallout, which I thought was pretty cool to have him as a little reference or whatever the fuck that was. Psycho shit. We are psychos. That's all I wrote for that one. I gave it a 6 out of 10. It was alright. This is after like one real listening, like where I actually gave it like most of my attention. My dog was in my lap and might have been drinking, but other than that, I was giving it my undivided attention. Dine and Dash. Casablanca knows the zeitgeist. I forgot what he said, but there's something that made me like, damn. And here's another thing too. You start expanding your vocabulary, your lexicon, because the more words you have, the more ideas you can get out, and you can get very specific if you have the words for them. And one of those words is zeitgeist, and zeitgeist is kind of like the current culture sway. Like, if you can read the zeitgeist of like the culture of your, you can have influence and power because you know what people like and dislike. And so if you know what people dislike and like, you can use that to your advantage. So that's why the zeitgeist is kind of interesting. It's kind of like loser shit. You have to be very like critically online for it to matter. But what else did I say? I just wrote down the lyrics I liked too. Permission to die. We could not afford it. We dine and dash. I'm just an animal. Okay, I must have been drinking. I gave it an 8 out of 10, and it got me teary-eyed. Okay, yeah. And so I'm a real stroker because some of these songs gave me tears. But that's probably just because I was drinking and whatever. Lonely in the Future. I like this one. I think this is the one where Fantano got his little music shout out. I thought that was like so stupid but cute. I was like, aw, little Fantano. I watched him, you know. I like he's always a scapegoat, and I think he likes being the scapegoat too. He's low key chill with it. But anyways, I liked it because it's like I did that yesterday when I was a kid. I heard that 20 fucking years ago. You know, stories repeat. They're always gonna be taken up by the next generation, and so I thought that was really cool of him just kind of calling it out of this repeating of a new generation, but like, hey, I did this stuff already. Lol, look at you, young and uppers, trying to do something here. I wrote 10 out of 10, lots of tears. Thank goodness I don't record the whole sessions. Alright, next one. Falling Out of Love. This one had to be goated. I'm in love with the ghost. Also, it's just the when you're listening to these music, it makes me think in a lot of more abstract ways of how to see shit. Like even this line, I'm in love with the ghost. It kind of even made me think of myself, how my relationship with a lot of women have kind of just made I think it's kind of for like everything, but you kind of have like a density point, a reference point of things and how things are gonna be done and shit. I forgot where. Oh, the ghost part. The ghost part is like my dream girl is made out of all the broken parts in my head of. So it's a ghost in that kind of matter, and that it kind of works in a lot of whatever metaphysics, but whatever you kind of want to work it into. But I like because why am I listening to music? It's so I can get lost in bullshit, you know. I'm not trying to. It's reality awaits, and it's kind of the joke. Ooh, some of the lines, falling out of love for the first time. I think he says that I'm just doing fine or something. I was like, this man's goated. Dancing in the acid rain alone is new. Some things flawed, oh, by design. I really like the Symposium, and the Strokes did something similar here. You know, this is probably not like the Symposium made it, but like in almost all the Symposium tracks, they have like a B-side, I guess. Yo, is that where it kind of comes from? Where the tune switches up just a little bit, but it gives it a whole different mood. It kind of gives it like the alternate universe version of it. But I was really shocked to see the Strokes do it, because I've only kind of seen it in the Symposium. And if you haven't listened to the Symposium, they're like the Strokes but better. No hate, but real. Anyways, something's flawed, oh, by design. That was real. Be an adult. You're being a child. No one wants to play. Grinding your gears. Okay, this is why life kind of feels like personal to me, but in the same time, I'm assuming it's just the zeitgeist and everyone else kind of going through the same shit, and being able to pick up on that, you can be kind of broad and everyone still kind of agree with the sentiment. Because, you know, be an adult, you're being a child, no one wants to play. That line really got to me. No one wants to play, because when you start trying to be more creative, or you want to be doing shit that's stupid, and you want people to kind of join you in the mud type shit, like this is like this is the fun stuff, like, yo, look at what I find, do you like the stuff I find? If not, you know, you can bounce. But you're trying to get someone to play with you in a sense. Like, why am I making this video? It's so you get entertained, I get entertainment. It's a form of play. I'm literally putting on a performance for you. So, yeah, it's playing. And then the term grinding your gears. One of the things I remember always telling my friend who was like the Sigma hustler grinder guy. Yeah, he probably was on Grinder, but I always told him like, don't grind yourself to dust. And then that kind of implied more for me, but don't grind yourself to dust. And then grinding your gears, you know, once your gears are shot, you can't perform the action anymore. Then we got Going to Babylon. I like this one. This one was cool. I was going to Babylon. Oh, and the last one I'd probably give it a 10 out of 10. I didn't write a score, but that's probably what I would have given it. Starting again. Ending the same way that you began. 10 out of 10. Keep babbling on. Okay, I don't really remember this one, but I'm pretty sure this one was a good one. Keep babbling on. Casablanca. Going shopping, the classic, you know. This is the one that hyped me up for the album. I like the music video. It's pretty chill. I even have a little shitty video I made. Check it out. It's just me dancing to it for like a minute. It's a good song, and then I make a little, not really skit, but you know, I'm just playing. Like a tiger, they will chase you down with words instead of claws. I like that. It kind of gives me like these devils or some evil thing trying to, they can't hurt you themselves, but they can manipulate you into hurting yourself, kind of like a devil would, I would assume. The pay is low, but I gotta be something. I'm at the mall and the sun gets bumping. I wanna be a 7-foot starfish. I'm gonna stay alive. Okay, yeah. This was a really good song. Like these ones are like kind of poppy. Like these are poppy songs. These are get you dancing. You need a little happiness and groove. It's kind of funny that the Strokes have that going on. But keep babbling on. 10 out of 10 for going shopping. Liar's remorse. No trust equals no love. You don't want love, pain, trust. Don't want love because you don't want pain. You don't want pain because you don't trust. 7 out of 10. The fruit of conquest. I am a leech. 5 out of 10. Tyrants of the mellow moon. But at the end, must let all songs die, but nobody cared as much as you. I like that line the most because I always feel like I'm the one who cares the most about anything in every situation. And not even, I don't know, maybe it's just an excuse for me not to do anything like real. But I start like thinking too much. Like I have so much, and it depends on the situation, you know, how nervous and scared I am. Sometimes you just gotta get over your fears and talk, and it gets over. But I like to bypass that with drugs. Don't do drugs. So yeah, that was Reality Awaits. I'll even hold on, let me do some quick calculations here. We have a 6, 8, 7.1 for the almighty Reality Awaits.